Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of King of Retail. This is actually going to be the final episode, so I'm going to show you guys what I've done with the store and all of that kind of stuff. So I'll give you a bit of a tour around it. Overall, I've bought everything, every single place. Ended up extending the storeroom. I'll show you kind of what I ended up doing with the storeroom a little bit. Staff room, you don't need a lot of staff room, so I went way over on it. And yeah, I've got like not everything. I gave up. So I ended up having quite a lot of stuff. We only made like 12k each time, so it's really difficult to kind of save up a lot for, well, especially like electronics and things. Loads of staff members as well, so we've actually got pretty, actually I can show you over here, actually got pretty expensive staff costs, so 19,000 now, because as you go in the game, your staff, as they kind of like get their skills up, and also as they kind of just work with your company for a long time, they want more money. So yeah, that's quite a bit mad. For this store, I've actually got 5 people on the register, and I usually end up plonking myself on the register if I'm just earning money, because I can then just sit there and just do something else at the same time. So yeah, we've got 5 people on the register. We've got 5 people on restocking. Only 3 people on sales, could do with more on that, and 1 person on marketing. Lippy Pop is now completely on marketing. So yeah, it's kind of all pretty good. So that's what we've got from that side. Patreons wise, I've kind of got a couple more people in. I can't remember which ones have changed since then. It's been quite a while. So thank you, Patreons, for coming and joining me in the store, which is always quite funny. So I'm going to go into the store. I'm actually going to do it with a day closed, keep it closed tomorrow. So I'll show you what it's like when it's closed, because there'll be less lag. And then I'll show you guys what the store is like after that with people and things in it. So yeah. So here we go. So the actual kind of like storefront is all exactly the same. I did end up putting pizzas in the storefront. It's really laggy, so that's one thing to be aware of. So sorry guys, it just really is. I think part of the reason is the signs. Part of the reason is the amount of items that I've got as well, because I went crazy. I didn't know the delivery dude comes on when you're actually closed. It's the first time I've done a closed day. Tills wise anyway, I did start doing the proper like tills, and I ended up switching it out for these ones. They just use a little bit less space, and it meant like I did have them over like here and things, but it just ended up being quite good in the end. So wine wise, we have got pretty much we've got all the wines, so that goes all the way back. I got all the spirits, so that's the liquor kind of stuff. I've also got all of the sodas. God, it's really laggy over here. So it's definitely the items. It's got to be all the signs. So I got all the soda type stuff, or fizzy drinks, as we might say in the UK. All of the beers. Apparently that beer's not got. That one's really sold out. Wow. So all of the beers. Also got rice and all the condiment type stuff. Crisps, which I think the Americans would call chips. So like potato chips. Yeah, all of those, all of the coffees we already had before, all of the jar type stuff is all out. I ended up doing like a mix between, depending on what the actual item was. If there was 3 of them, then I'll put just 3 shelves in. If there was 4, then I'll put in 4, and that seemed to work quite well. But I ended up going with like everything. Cake mix seems to do really well. The kind of like essentials there. We got all the toilet paper, all of it, spices and jars, and all the cleaning product we had before. That's been moved into this kind of area here. These tins. These are like instant meals. They seem to fly off. I don't know if that's because of the price or if they're just, I don't know, people love them. Oh god, it's so laggy. Right, and then down here, yeah, the bleach is right next to for food, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, if I was going to continue playing it, I'd totally move this around. I just gave up in the end. So we've got all the kind of like fridgy stuff and pizzas and things like that are all out and around, and all the meats are in this section, as well as all of these kind of like frozen good type stuff in here. I've got the fresh fruit that I moved all the way from this side here. I decided to do that as completely an electronic corner. So I moved that all the way over there. Obviously we've got all the fruits going down. The electronic side is the most expensive part of this game. So I would probably recommend going down the groceries route or down the clothing route if you're playing it first time. See, no lag. It's got to be the items when you look around it. It just is crazy. I was going to do more like tablets and stuff around here. This is when I gave up, and I was like, I could also expand more clothes, but I've decided not to. So yeah, it is what it is for all of this stuff. So the clothes are exactly the same. I've got the tablets down there. Desktops, I bought like all of them. These ones are really cool. I know I had them before, but there is some very cool looking ones. They look way better than the pictures. A lot of these, the models are really good. I think it's probably one of the reasons it's a little bit laggy as well. But yeah, got all of those. They actually have got a couple consoles. So we've got what looks like a well, I don't know if that it doesn't really look like an Xbox, but you know what I mean. This one definitely looks like a PS for sure. Laptops wise, I ended up going a bit crazy as well as desktops. So I've got all the laptops. Again, I think the models are quite fancy, so they are quite laggy. All of the scanners, so there's 3D printers in the whole thing. There's loads of speakers, so we've got all the speakers, all of the printers, all of the monitors as well. Routers, yeah, I forgot about those. We have routers, but monitors are all down there. I went, even more monitors. They might be what's laying it out, I don't know. Keyboards, so I went crazy with the keyboards as well, why not? And yeah, phones, I did start to expand into all of the different phones. I think I gave up from what I remember, because I was just like, I'm done now. It's just because they're so expensive. Yeah, I gave up. So because they're quite expensive, all the electronics kind of gear, you end up having to like work 2 days to be able to get enough money to then buy in like 5 of each of the stock. So that's all kind of, yeah, a bit crazy. But we've got all of that and all of the mice as well. So yeah, I decided to go a little bit crazy with everything, but it is just a little bit laggy. So yeah, I think probably go down the specialization route rather than generalization with what I've done. In terms of the stats, we have, not surprisingly, maxed everything. So our reputation is for everything, because we've got everything. Same with the customer reputation as well, so just kind of got everything. So it's I'm probably at the top of what I can do. Storeroom wise, I can store up to, so this was quite expensive to get all of these. It really lags out. I can store up to 6,100 items, so that's a huge amount of items. And I ended up with this little extension over here, cramming everything in. So you can get down it technically, but this seems to be a better way of, well, potentially a better way of doing it. You can, of course, back to front them. But I decided to do it that way. It just seemed to fit more in. I did the same down there as well. So yeah, that's kind of what the store is looking like as it is. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll show you guys what it's like with what I'll do is probably, yeah, I'll start the next day and we'll just have loads of people, you know, coming in and just show all the staff and things like that. And then we'll kind of call it a day for this. But yeah, the models, I think electronics wise are the best. By far, they're really good, but I think because of that they're a little bit laggy. To be fair, the fruits and stuff are all good as well. It's quite good. I just think a little bit of lag. They need to do a little bit of tweaking. It would be really good if they had departments. That would be the biggest thing for me. I think would be if you can have staff like restocking, just staff for electronics and just staff to do sales and on that, and the same with like groceries and the same with like clothes. Being able to do that would be really cool. Let's start the next day anyway. So here we go, guys. This is when I get most of the staff in. I've got, I think today is 12 staff are coming in. So there is quite a lot of them. So it's pretty crazy. I'm just sat on the till at the minute. The amount of people that we get in is pretty heavy as well. So we do get quite a lot of people. It's just, it gets really laggy. I'm surprised actually with the ×2 how well it deals with it. It's really quite impressive. But yeah, so overall, how would I kind of rate this game? It is pretty good. It's one of those that I think is going to get better as it comes out of early access and as they add more stuff. For me, definitely, yeah, departments for staff, maybe a little bit more staff stuff, and just getting it a little bit more optimized with the models, whether that means like lower quality meshes, further away and all that kind of stuff. It might already be in there, and it might just be that there's just a lot being displayed, and because it's all customizable, that's kind of the main thing. Potentially multiple floors as well would be pretty good as an addition to the game. But if you like kind of simulation games, it's a pretty good one. You know, it's not your typical kind of top-down kind of management kind of game. Instead, you are in the game. So that's kind of interesting, I think. It's quite cool, I think it is anyway. Just going to close the queue, I just realised. Actually, I haven't shown you the staff room. Not that there's anything in there. But, yeah, there we go. They're all just sat in. Look at that. How many people on lunch at this time? It's mad. I think I probably should have sort that out. But I ended up splitting them into their own little areas. I like how there isn't a standing up animation. There's Libby just chilling out, doing some stuff. But yeah, it is very cool. But that's gonna be it from me, guys, for this game. That is my final store. I don't know if it kind of gets upgraded and there's lots more updates and stuff like that in the future. Then who knows? I might pick it up. I know there's the campaign mode, but for the time being, I don't know. I quite like the whole big store thing. So tell me what you think, and hopefully you've enjoyed this series. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.